Good to be back. I was off for a couple of days. I took the kids up to Big Bear so they can play with the snow before the snow season is over. And it feels like I've been away for such a long time. It's only been like 4 or 5 days. Right now I'm working on a bead spill that came in because of a broken charging port. While Beats make good products, their charging ports are extremely weak, whether it's the Beats Pill or Beats Pill Plus or Beats wireless headphones. And I've done videos on all of them where we had to change or fix broken charging ports. This Beats Pill came and something was rattling inside. So you know that the charging port is broken and we most likely have missing pads or torn pads. And look at this. We have 4 torn pads. We have 1 torn pad, 2, 3, 4. This is a support pad. We do not really need it. And this one does not connect to anything. Based on my experience working on those Beats Pill, I know for a fact that this pad does not connect to anything. This support pad is not needed. We're going to support the port with the rear legs and this pad here. What I'm going to do now is restore this torn trace and this one by running a wire from here to here and running a wire from here to here. I have a couple of videos on YouTube where I put the port first and then run the wires. It's 100% doable, but running wires first is a better option. The first thing I want to do is clean up. We're going to add some flux. And somebody in the comments is going to ask, which flux are you using, even though I mention it in every video. I'm using cat urine as a flux. No, just kidding. It's Amtech 559. You can find it on our website, NorthridgeFix.com. Click on shop or just search for 559. Maybe I'll use this chisel tip. Working on this board is a little bit awkward. We cannot use a board holder to hold it or make it steady. The board is like this. We have to flip it all the way to the back and solder the port on to this vertical board here. So we're not soldering the port on this board, but it's done on this board. So we have to go like this. So there's no way to hold this board. I just lay it down on the bench and I work on it like you're holding a baby. And let's verify that this trace is going to this side of the diode. And yes, the customer drove from far and she said that she's not going to be able to pick up until Saturday. So we're going to fix it and keep it on the side for her to pick up on Saturday. What's funny is I did a video about a year ago, or maybe more than a year ago, where I spoke about a customer that came in to pick up his device after 1 year, and we sold his device because he took such a long time to come and pick up. So now every time we have a customer that comes in and they want to leave the device here for a week or so, they tell me, do not get rid of the device. I'm coming to pick up after 1 week, I promise. And they must have seen the video. Very nice. And this wire is gonna go right over here. The blade, the jumper wire, flux, all those tools can be found on our website. because I know a lot of people are going to ask in the comments, which wire are you using? This is a 0.1 millimeter non-enameled wire. And we also have the enameled wire that has the coat on it, and that coat burns off when you apply heat onto the wire. Enameled is useful if you want to cross wires and you do not want the wires to touch. You use enameled, but in this case we're not crossing any wires and we do not have to use an enameled wire. This is non-enameled. Non-enameled is usually easier to apply solder onto, whereas the enameled you will have to apply heat onto the tip and possibly scratch the wire in order to reach the copper. And let's run one more wire. What I want to do is thin the wire, add some solder onto it. Okay, and now what we can do to make the wires even more secure, we're going to add a solder mask and then we'll solder that port. I got interrupted like 10 times doing this video. Customers want to talk to me so they can ask technical questions and I had to get on and off. We're going to shine UV light on the solder mask for about maybe 40 seconds, 1 minute. So that's it. We'll just use a swab and some alcohol to wipe off any excess here. And very nice. The reason I use solder mask is so we can hold that wire down in place and not for the sake of masking that wire. Okay, so the connector is secured. Now we can solder the front pins. The job is done. Pin number 1 is soldered. Pin number 2, the wire is attached with the pin. You can see the wire is moving along with the pin. Same thing with this one. And the last pin is soldered. Very nice. I'm gonna give this to Big Boss to reassemble and test, and I'll be back. Big Boss reassembled the beats pail and he did confirm that it's working, but we're gonna test again on camera just to complete the video. We're gonna go ahead and plug the charging cable. And also I soldered the support pad for the charging port. I was not recording, but it was only one pad. Okay. Let's go ahead and test. I'm gonna turn the power bank on. And as you can see, The Beats Pill is currently charging at 0.90 amps. Awesome. And we do see a red light at the charging port area right here, which is an indication that the Beats Pill is being charged. Let's go ahead and power it on. We're gonna press on the power button. All right, it's on. Maybe we can connect to it while at it. Okay, so let's scan. And Beats Pill right here. And we're connected. Let's go ahead and play one of our videos, because if I play a song, YouTube is gonna demonetize the video. Here we have an iPad Pro 9.7 inch. So it's working. It was mailed in because of no power or nothing shows up on the screen. It looks like customer. So it's double me. One on the speaker and one talking to you right now. The speaker is working, and that's it. We're gonna end it right here. Time to go home. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll do something else in the next video.